Welcome to episode 2 of Seat of the Pants Cooking with Chef Bill. In today's episode, Chef Bill shows us how to make a summer favorite, blue cheeseburgers on the grill, along with corn on the cob and homemade French fries.
Well, hello Thursday night. Seat of your pants cooking again. We're going to add something to the menu for tonight. Corn seems to be out in the grocery stores right now, and I want to kind of show you the way that I do our corn at home. I usually take the corn and I husk it a little bit in half. I pull up the back side on a piece of aluminum foil, kick up the sides, and then I'll add a little bit of water into the aluminum foil. Pull it up and roll it right in. So what this is going to do, it's going to steam your corn along with cooking it on the barbecue. So I turn it up to high heat. I already have 2 in here that I just started about a minute ago. So we're going to leave those in there because those are the ones that are going to take the longest right now. So from here, we're going to go over and we're going to start making some hand-cut French fries. Becky's grandmother did them, my grandmother did them, and the way I learned from it is by watching how they make them. So I have a couple of them here that are already pre-cut. It's a regular baked potato that you just slice into wedges like that. So I can do that with this one here. So we'll just take it like this, right? And then you just, kind of look at the size of a McDonald's French fry. Just like that. Flip it around. Do the same thing. Keeping your fingers away from the blade, which is a good thing to do. So there, we have those all sliced up. Hey, we could cook them that way too, and it'd be really good. So from here on, I'm just gonna go like 1/4 of an inch, and maybe leave that one on the side. So we just keep making shoestring fries. So right now I have oil coming up to temperature in a big pot off to the side, which I'm going to transfer to my cutting table here. Alright, so those are all dolled up and ready. Whoop, I see. Nope, that's not one. Okay, these are all dolled up and ready to go, and I'm going to have to move some of my condiments here. So I'm going to go over to this side, put them over here. Going to take this platter, put them over here, open up this guy, get ready to fire it up. Alright, that's all ready to fire. And we put our oil in here.
How much oil?
Oh, that's about 1/4.
It's just oil, or is there water also?
No, that's just no. You do not want to put water in with oil.
What kind of oil?
It's canola, vegetable oil. If you put water in there, it's going to splatter and come flying back at you. What you want to see is, in the bottom of the bucket, you'll see some movement from the oil bubbling up. So I don't have a table here, but I'm going to grab a couple of these potatoes. And I use these to test it, to find out when the temperature is proper. You'll hear it sizzle. I'm going to be quiet, maybe you'll hear it. There you go. See that? So we just take those in, put those in just like that. All right, I'm going to go grab a few more. And we're going to drop them in real careful. You kind of want to like put the tips in and just let them drop in, but just get your hands out of the way. All right, I guess we're back to normal here. We had to do a little break off there. I needed to get something that I could deal with the cut fries. And while I was gone, Mother Nature decided to blow my flame out, so the oil started to cool off. So we're just about back up to normal here. It's you can see it's starting to bubble up again, and I'm smelling these things, and it's driving me nuts. If anybody ever made the hand-cut fries that your mother or your grandmother ever made, it will bring back memories of your kitchen when you were growing up. And I think that's basically what food is all about, is like flashing up memories of your childhood, of people teaching you how to do things. I keep reflecting upon the lady in my neighborhood that taught me how to cook. And I mean, I weigh about 200 and some odd pounds right now, but thank God I don't still live in that neighborhood, because if she was still alive, I'd probably be about 340 pounds, because this lady knew how to cook, and she was Italian. So this is what we like about cooking, is it draws people to your kitchen, the smells, just the preparation, and just being with people that you love. And with COVID-19, we haven't been able to do that. We've been doing it remotely. We've had a few friends over, but we haven't had them over for dinner or anything like that. And I'm really looking forward to being able to get back to cooking again. It's just one of those things that I love to do. So here we are back to our potatoes. They started to take on a new dimension here. They're starting to boil again, which is good. So we're just going to leave them there. And Bill's going to stop playing with them for a bit. And the other ones in the bag are driving me nuts because I want to eat one, but they're only halfway done.
What about the corn? What's going on with the corn?
The corn's going good. The corn is at 600 degrees right now.
Whoa.
So I'll take this guy out, and I just keep rolling them around so you thoroughly get them done.
So you cook them at 600 degrees on the grill.
Yep.
With a little bit of water inside the foil.
And that's it. That's it.
And are they shucked? They are shucked, right?
They're halfway shucked.
They're halfway shucked.
I leave a little bit of husk on it and a little bit of silk. To me, I believe it adds a little bit more flavor to the corn. I like it when it starts to burn. The husk, you can smell that maybe probably about 3 houses away. But yeah, I like the flavor of the burnt husk, and it's very simple once you're done to take them out of the tin foil, and you get a piece of paper towel, hold it at the butt end, take the other paper towel, and I'll show you when they're done, and then you pull down the husk, and you take the paper towel and put it around the husk and just bring it down, and it takes all the silk away. So then you just break it off at the bottom, and your corn's ready to go. Really good. All right, let's move over to the boigas.
So you're boiling those till they get brown.
Kind of brown, yeah.
And that takes like 5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes. Well, 2.5 to 3 minutes on the side, but 5 minutes is probably good. So, all right. This is my hamburger. So this is probably a little bit over a half a pound of hamburger. So we'll take it and we kind of mush it down. Kind of like that.
Each one of those patties is a half a pound?
Each one of these patties is probably a half a pound, or maybe a little bit more. But you're not going to want 2 hamburgers when I'm done. You'll want 1 hamburger. All right, so you want to like flatten these down so they're about 3/4 of an inch thick. Once they're down to about 3/4 of an inch thick, you put a little depression in the middle of it. everybody's a little depressed with COVID-19, I think.
I was going to say there's a tropical depression around today.
There's a tropical depression too. Now, right here is where I take, okay, we're using Belagosa. I mean, they don't pay us anything to support their product, but I like it. And you kind of put that right in the middle, just like that. And then you take and fold over from the outside to in. Sneaky little bugger in there, isn't it? Alright, so we go back to making it back to 3/4 of an inch. Now one of the reasons I push down in the center is like when you cook a burger, and if you were to do it like this, after we put the blue cheese and everything else into it, and you put your burger like that on the grill, all of a sudden this burger is going to go and it's going to blow up. So the inside is going to get high. So if you put that little indentation in it, it prevents it from excuse me, it prevents it from getting high. It'll come back up, so you'll have a flatter burger when it's done. Now this looks like a pretty big burger, but don't forget it's 80-20, which means 80% lean and 20% fat.
Okay, what's the importance of that?
Well, the 80% lean means, actually it's the 20% fat helps, in my book, with the flavor of the meat also. I have some documentation on some of this stuff. Hang on one second. Let me just go back here. Take these guys, put them up top. Gee, Bill, how come there's 3 of them? And it's hot in there. Woo! Okay. Okay. If you want to do a medium rare hamburger, you want to cook it about 3 minutes on one side. After 3 minutes, you want to take it and you want to flip it over and do it for about another 4 minutes. For medium, you want to do it 3 minutes, flip it over, and cook it for another 5 minutes. Kind of setting a little pattern here, aren't we? For medium well, you do 3 minutes, 6 minutes. And then for well, you want to do 3 minutes and 7 minutes. Okay, so the 80-20 means there's 80% fat and 20%, yeah, let's try that again. 80% lean and 20% fat. So for like a 4-ounce piece of hamburger, for the 20% means there's about 20% or 72% calories. The 90-10, 90-10 means there's 90% lean and 10% fat. To me, 90 and 10 is a little more difficult to cook on a grill because there's not that much fat, and fat helps you cook, cooks your meat. Let's see what else we got here. I had a question about from a friend of mine was asking what was better for you. Was it bison or beef? Bison is better for you. It's more healthier. It's leaner, and it's lower in calories. But they both are about the same with the zinc and iron content. So I mean they're pretty good there. For a 4-ounce piece of bison, I'm looking at my notes here. It's 166 calories. For beef, it's 224 calories. There's 24 grams of protein in bison. There's only 22 grams in beef. There's 8 grams of fat in bison, and there's 14 grams of fat in beef. Excuse me. So saturated fat, we have 3 grams of saturated fat and 6 grams of saturated fat in beef. Your iron, your daily volume for iron is 13% in bison and 12.5% in beef. And the zinc content is 35% for your daily volume and 46 in beef. So I mean, they're basically the same. And there's been a lot of talk lately that beef is doing a turnaround because the farmers are getting smarter and they're doing grass-fed beef. So they're getting a lot leaner and they're getting a lot more healthy conscious of about what they're putting out in the fields. So I mean, it's up to you. Bison is a little bit more expensive, and actually right now beef is really going off the charts too. So with that being said, we have our burgers going, and I'm going to get ready to this is round one of the you can see they're starting to get brown here again. I have a lot more in here than I did before. That's probably why they're taking a little longer to cook. But we're going to let those guys have fun for a while. And we're going to put the burgers on the grill. Okay. Hold on. Go ahead.
As you can see, it's getting windier.
Okay, those numbers I gave you earlier, 3 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other side for the medium rare. That's if you have your grill at high heat. I usually start at a high heat and I turn it down just a hair because of the fat. It's going to blister up. So we're going to watch those for about 3 minutes. Whoa. We have French fries. Why my grandmother and my mother used paper bags. It's beyond me, but that's part of the the process. I know it absorbs the oil. Maybe that's what it is. But you just can't take these and do like McDonald's and bring them out of the oil and whoop, throw them in your box and say, okay, they're done. So that's where we are right here. These guys are done. Now from this point, I would take and put some salt inside the bag. But I'm going to do something different right now, is to flip my burgers. Okay, so we're going to go everybody hears that in the background. So I think everybody wants, I don't know, maybe medium, huh? So, the medium burger, we're going to go about 5 minutes. we're going to hit start. So the timer's going. All right, so here we are back at the French fries. The ones that were in the bag before, I've reintroduced into the boiling oil again, just to warm them up and get them to cook for the second half. So these have been in here probably about, no, I don't know, I would say 2 minutes or so. And you can see how they're nice and brown. And if we leave them in there just a little bit longer, they're going to start to get a little bit crispy. Kind of like this guy here with the skin on it. So I'm going to call these done. And I'm just going to take that and put the bag off to the side. Turn the burner off. And let them just sit there and talk to themselves for a little bit. Now I'm going back over to the grill. Because we have the burgers are on the side. These guys are being toasted. So now we have toasted buns. We'll just take and put these up here. All right, so we're shutting everybody down. All right, we're all in the off position. When you're done grilling, make sure you go to the back and turn your grill off.
Righty tighty.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So the reason you shut it off after every use is because even though it's open and these are all closed, it does leak gas. So you've got gas that's leaking out. You're going to end up with an empty bottle like that over there. That just through just normal sitting there loses its gas. All right, I'm going to take this. You can see what's coming up next. I'm going to take these guys here because they're all nice and done. Going to pull them out. Got to get a nice big scoop. A nice big scoop. All right, we'll do it that way. Just be careful because this is boiling oil. So you want to make sure that your eyes are on what you're doing when you're doing it, because oil is not forgiving. It'll just blister you right up. Cutters. All right. So now we're just going to take some salt. Shake a little salt. Shake a little salt. All right. Cinch up the head. And shake and rattle and roll. Those can sit and wait. So here we have the fries. We've got 2 of the ears of corn that I've already done already. And I got a burger that I started to stack over here. So you got, the base bun with a little bit of ketchup and the burger, lettuce, tomato, onion. Some people might not like this, but this is, and again, this is just something that Becky and I really like. It's Engelhofer's cream style horseradish sauce. This stuff is kick ass. We just love this stuff. I use this in when I'm doing shrimp, the shrimp sauce or something like that. I will put a huge dollop of this into the stuff that it's like horseradish sauce, tomato sauce. I mean ketchup. Oh God, what's the other one? I can't even think of it right now. Chili pepper sauce. Oh, guess what I forgot?
What'd you forget?
The coup de grace.
Oh, the coup de grace.
So you take a little bit of ranch dressing, lay it on top like that.
It smells so good.
And then you just mush.
Mush.
And it comes out to the side.
Oh, baby.
And we'll go over here. Put that on the platter with these guys.
That looks so good.
So this is the guy here that I was telling you about earlier. So here's the corn. And it's still pretty hot. So you're going to take this like that. Take one guy and a two guys.
One guy and a two.
One guy and a two guy. You hold it from the bottom. Take this stuff, peel it down. Right? Grab on, twist and shout. Yahoo! Then you take this guy. And you want to kind of like do a twist from the top. And that takes all the silk. All the silk goes away and goes there.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for joining us for episode 2 of Seat of the Pants Cooking with Chef Bill. We hope you'll join us for episode 3 when Bill shows us how to make stuffed pork Athena. Until then, bon appetit!